Hmm.
Like uh, it was like you get like 2000, you get like a 2003, 2007, 2000 Rise.
Hmm.
Was it 2000? It was either 2007. No, the 2012 actually. Um, Game Boy skins, all that,
Yeah.
and like I think colorized Mirage.
Hmm. Yeah, I saw like a like character designs that kind of looked like the what the weird tattoo things that the Rise turtles have.
Oh, you saw? I'm guessing it's like you saw Leonardo with like the red thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like stuff like that. My favorite is 2003 Splinter. You know, gray rat, red robe.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. Now you're live.
Okay. That.
I was talking with Ben also about the One Piece thing. He said like he's surprised how cohesive it is because it's like it's not doing exactly what the story is, but it's
Mm.
I was like, huh.
Yeah, I see. Audio seems fine enough, from what I can tell. Pink Kitty Rose is streaming turtles, actually. Okay.
I just wish I could participate. Also, you need to do the survival mode apparently to unlock the costumes.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, idea with skins and colors.
Alright, more gummy ship.
And like, even as like a relatively casual
Oh,
turtle fan,
right.
even I but
I forgot to put the death counter back up. There we go.
oops. Where are we off to now?
Halloween Town.
First?
Yeah. I think it's I think I've got this, Space Paranoids and then Thousand Heartless.
Oh, so okay. Let me think. I'm trying to think of what's gonna be a problem here. Probably just a couple of the heartless. And like
Yeah.
if there's one, and if any of the bosses are gonna give you trouble, the one I could it's probably just gonna be the cage.
Yeah. Although apparently a lot of Oogie's like attacks can one-shot in this, so
So I
that
mean,
might be a problem.
hopefully not the spikes.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the giant fist is a one hit at least. I just love that they randomly decided like, let's just
I guess they wanted to get the whole thing done.
Yeah, I never really like it when, like, uh,
There's nothing wrong with episodic stuff, but
yeah, no, I don't mind that, but I don't like it when, they just release all the episodes in bulk like that. It's kind of a bit much.
I almost want to invite Ben in here just to talk about it, but I think he's busy.
I mean, I've never really talked to him before.
I mean, he's a very nice guy. He's also in the UK.
I see.
Almost all my UK friends are like the nicest people.
Oh.
Hug. I mean, I can ask him if you're okay with it.
Maybe.
Hey, it's Zero. How have you been, boy?
Now,
Right. Okay, let's see. Do I have my forms leveled up? No, I need to catch up on that a little bit. Okay. Okay, I know I at least got, like, level 1 dodge roll.
What's that for?
Wait.
I'm also watching another thing right now, and text-to-speech just make me laugh.
Right,
Sora, Donald,
oh, you get
Goofy!
Master Form in,
Welcome back. And Merry
Hollow Bastion,
Christmas!
don't you?
No,
Merry Christmas.
Twilight Town.
Don't you mean Happy
Oh.
Halloween?
Of course.
It's after
Halloween
you-
greetings
it's,
from Pat
after you
Skellington
seal the
of
keyhole.
Pumpkin King. Forgive me, I'm in a Christmas mood. You see, I'm running the show again this year, but I need Sandy Claus' blessing, so I'm off to Christmas Town.
Sandy Claus?
I think he means Santa Claus.
Aren't these decorations wonderful? This year, Halloween Town is
This
going to handle
text-to-speech
Christmas
so
too.
is.
But first, we have to visit Sally. She's working on something no self-respecting Santa Claus can do without.
You know, speaking
Come
of
along, I'll
text-to-speech,
show
I've missed just a pancake.
Halloween Town Christmas.
And then fun fact, and then to Caddy's quick little bit. The fun fact. Did you
Wanna
know?
go check it out?
What was the last thing Caddy did again?
Where's Trigger's channel?
Hurry.
His most recent video?
Yeah.
Videos. Rip off Crash Bandicoots.
Oh, okay.
No, rip off World of Crash Bandicoot merch.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. He made he made it like a quick video. It's just like it was like framed as like one of those apology videos, and it's just like, I'm sorry that I'm gonna be at a convention with the completionist
Doctor, where's
or
Sally?
something. So okay.
Can't you see that I'm in the middle of an experiment?
I apologize. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Makes me think of the
Oh, that's tomorrow. Oh, I think it's
Oh.
tomorrow.
nice. It makes me think of the I'm sorry video where he like rants about his computer like having a fit or something.
This is way too
You mean that little animated video?
Yeah.
You do,
I'm like,
and you'll be
definitely a
sorry.
different change.
Bring it over here.
Yeah.
Hee-haw.
Oh no. Oh, I remember
Imbeciles!
the
My experiment is ruined!
the kids being like really annoying to deal with in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Mm,
Sally, did you finish it? I want to show my good friends.
I'm sorry.
I kind of
Jack.
remember it just being Blizzard
I'm really
spam and hope for the
time.
best.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. Just as long as it's ready for Christmas.
But Jack,
I'd best be off. I've got to go get Sandy Claus right away. Wonderful to see you again. Goodbye for now.
The freaking dancing skeleton gif.
Go get Santa Claus.
please, Sora. I'm afraid
Sorry, I'm
something
sorry, but
terrible will
stupid
happen if Jack goes
text-to-speech
through
is
with
just
this.
making me crack.
What is it exactly?
So,
I'm only an elected official. I can't handle
He
this
makes it
by
so much funnier.
myself. Jack!
We're on it.
Just go slow mo. God, I love Jack's limit.
alright, he said yeah. I'm gonna invite him in here.
Okay.
Alright, how do I... Okay, wait.
No, I guess.
How do I add people?
Um,
Do I just... Let's see.
there should be like a plus. I don't know how you do it on mobile.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have a horizontal slash yet. Where'd you get that?
I don't. Hang on. Give me a second.
Okay. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah. It's Donald.
What should we bring along next time?
A bucket full of caterpillars!
Or something even worse?
Alright, he's in.
Who's that?
There he is. Hey, Ben.
Hey,
Silence.
Hi.
A witch?
hey, Harry.
He's playing. He's streaming. He's streaming Kingdom Hearts 2 level 1. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Come along, all of
So anyways, yeah, we were talking a while ago. We were talking about the live piece. Live piece.
What?
You know what?
You know
That's
what?
a good nickname for it.
Christmas
Yeah.
town
Okay, we'll call it live
USA.
piece.
Live piece?
In the woods just past the graveyard.
That's pretty
Live piece.
good. Line piece.
Thou art a cruel and angry god.
Live. I will say though, since I just finished the first episode, why did Buggy the Clown is already the best live-action Joker. Like literally, he is literally the closest they have to a Mark Hamill Joker. That's insane.
Yeah, and he's only been on screen for like 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
My partner was initially worried because when she saw the makeup they picked for him, she was like, oh no, they made him Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Thankfully they didn't.
Oh man.
They also showed off some characters. I'm like, holy shit, him already? Fuck.
Yeah, I think in the flashback, didn't they show Smoker?
Yeah, they did. I'm like, what the fuck?
So show Smoker. I saw Mihawk, I believe.
I think I also saw Shanks there. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
knowing what I know of the series, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. He'd be there.
Yeah. So for reference, in terms of how much Harry has seen, he's only seen like 3 episodes.
Right. I think I saw. Didn't I see the Buggy arc?
You saw, I think, because you were about at the start of it.
Right.
I'd probably say fans have actually went out of their way to actually make their own One Piece Kai, and its name is fucking amazing.
Oh really?
One Piece.
Yeah, it's called One Piece.
Oh my god.
There's a good chunk of it's dubbed, but it's mostly sub.
That's amazing.
Yes, so basically the very first episode just covers Romance Dawn, which is before Buggy.
Yeah, and funny enough, it's like, I think One Piece's version of Romance Dawn is like 23 minutes longer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the first episode's only just a little over an hour.
Yeah. Actually, fuck. I think they actually managed to cover it in the same amount of time as One Piece.
So I had to say this as well. Every time I hear like the term Buggy arc, I always just imagine everyone just in go-karts or something.
Oh, I fucking wish there was a good kart racer for these kinds of anime.
That'd be funny.
Oh, I forget. Does that arc actually have a proper name, or do we just call it Buggy?
It's called Orange Town.
The door to Christmas
Uh.
Town.
Right.
Then there's Syrup Village where we meet
So
Usopp.
tiresome year after year.
There's
I
Gaimon,
wanted
which is
something
more
new,
like a
and
pit
I
stop
found
mod,
this.
just for a quick
Yeah,
break.
and then Baratier.
Yeah, then there's Baratier where we meet Sanji, and we find out there's a restaurant that's also a boat.
At first, I couldn't believe my eyes.
and then there's
Yeah.
Arlong Park, which is like the litmus test of if you want to keep watching, if you're hooked on this arc, you're going to love the rest of the series.
Mm-hmm.
I've always
And
just
he-
been I've always just been intimidated by the length.
I'd say this fan-made Kai probably does a good job at condensing a lot of things.
Mm.
I'd probably say the only thing that's been a pain, honestly, in terms of the anime, is its pacing.
Right.
Especially the second half of One Piece, where basically every episode feels like we're on Namek. It gets that bad.
Well, original Namek or
10 episodes. Yeah, 5 minutes long.
right? Because
That's
like I
how-
remember like most of the stuff in the East Blue is at least it's like
In his workshop.
like the villains don't last that long, like 3 episodes at most.
Mm.
Shall we?
So how
I mean,
long
it's
is
fucking-
how long is the like One Piece Kai
In terms of
episode wise? Yeah.
Okay, so if I have a look, because each episode, I think the shortest the episodes get are like 19, like 18 episodes long. The longest they can get is probably 40 minutes individually.
Okay.
So they managed to bump. I'm gonna try and look to see the longest arc of the series, Dressrosa. Okay, so it is 48 episodes long for the Kai version. And if I have a look to see, and I think if I remember back to Dressrosa's actual anime, it's kind of insane. It's
what does it make like Bounce look tame in terms of length?
yeah, the original
Oh.
anime version of Dressrosa is 118 episodes long.
Oh jeez.
How long does that translate into manga?
102 chapters.
Oh,
Well, then again, I'd probably say the absolute best way to get into the series is manga, because
Mm.
we read so much quicker.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean seriously, when we move into Naruto readings, it just goes by like Zoom.
Yeah, I'd imagine
Oh.
so.
So yeah, I think, yeah, I'd probably say when it comes to Naruto, first is the manga, then it's the Storm games, and then there's the anime.
Right. Oh yeah, I think Jason gifted me the Naruto Ninja Storm games. I think.
It was either that or I told you when they were on a really good sale.
Yeah. I haven't
I
played them yet, but
I often keep track on whenever Viz publisher does a deal. Say, hey, if you want to get started on, say, One Piece, we put up all the first 100 chapters available for you to read for free.
Yeah,
well.
yeah, but it didn't celebrate. Didn't they do like 1,000 chapters though for the Netflix show?
Hmm.
Yeah. For me, if you want to know how long it took me to read the entire series, current where I'm standing, it took me. Okay, so I often read
Nice.
whenever I get. Since I work 3 days a week, it took me with like two breaks to read something else for like a month each. It took me a whole year to catch up to the entire series.
Oh.
Then again, I read very sporadically. So, and I think it took one YouTuber I follow 5 months.
It takes me a long time to read things as well, to be fair.
Fair enough, which is why I'll probably say if you're a slow reader, One Piece is probably going to be your best entry point. Because it's
I
the
still remember
anime on super fast.
I still remember when it was like the whole reason I remember going back to Naruto for a second. It was like when I was trying to get back into the series. That's why a friend of ours, Rob, recommended me the Storm games.
I still love that name, One Piece.
Yeah,
honestly,
so, like-
more fan projects need punny titles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was like because like you can, for the most part, unless you're completely, even then the first Naruto, the first Ninja Storm game is like you need to know what's up first, and even then,
Check to see how much the first part, how many chapters the first part of Naruto takes.
because like I'm just playing the game. It's just like God, it's super bare bones.
Jeez.
Honestly, yeah, that's why I say I'm like I can't recommend the games over the manga, but I can recommend. But the anime, yeah.
At least, well, part one you kind of need to. Well, Storm, you just can't do Storm that way because it abridges it.
Yeah, and not to mention Storm 1 has aged like shit.
Oh God, it's like so few characters for one thing. Gameplay is like very archaic. It's definitely the first game.
Is that the one that's like 20 minutes long?
What?
Like the game that Johnny did a review of?
No, that's Clash of Ninja.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of like Naruto's equivalent to Budokai.
Okay.
Good games though, good games.
I only have Clash of Ninja 2 on GameCube. Love it.
Oh shit, okay, so the first part of Naruto is 27 volumes long.
Would you believe it's actually not that long in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah, the first 244 chapters of the manga. And honestly, honestly, when I first read it, I'm like, fuck, I'm already at Shippuden.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try and see how the anime adapts some things. I couldn't make it past the tuning exams because I'm like, fuck, this is inferior.
Yeah.
It's so slow.
What the hell?
And then I tried getting into Bleach, which I'm like, what the fuck has the anime done?
Oh,
Because
God.
I'm like, what? Then I saw this was done by the same animation director as Yu Yu Hakusho, so I'm like, is this the biggest fall off of all time? Because I think it is.
What is Yu Yu Hakusho? Because I've heard of that, but I've never seen it or like seen anything of it.
It's a relatively old anime for one thing.
Right.
It's a series about a bunch of delinquents who get roped into becoming spiritual detectives for God and the afterlife, and they often fight demons.
Huh.
Like one of their best friends, but it turns out to be a fox spirit possessing a human.
And the English dub is glorious, by the way.
Nice.
The English dub, Justin Cook, who plays Raditz in Dragon Ball, is the main character, Yusuke. Kurobara is voiced by Chris Sabat, basically doing sounding like Muscle Man.
Oh my God.
Oh, and I'd say you have to watch that series dubbed because they added so much more personality to it.
What was that bit that like what's his sister like it was like I'm trying to remember what it was.
He's like, hey Moton, do you mind stroking my hand whilst I sleep? Yukina wouldn't appreciate that. I meant it in a mom kind of way.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
It's glorious. Was there a bit was like crush your balls or something like that?
Oh yeah, Kurobara's sister, who is completely human, has no spiritual power whatsoever, goes up to a bunch of ogres in waiting in line for a tournament, going, "Step aside before I turn your balls into jelly." And everyone's like, "Okay, ma'am, okay, yes,
Okay,
queen."
seems legit.
She is that hardcore.
Yeah.
Then again, she has to raise an older brother.
Fair enough.
He's raising an older brother.
Actually, I think she might be the
Oh my
so
God.
I forget.
Oh no, I remember back then I just glanced at Yu Yu Hakusho back then. It just didn't completely catch me back then.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's definitely one of those series that appeals to you more when you're older.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, 'cause, like back then I think like if it wasn't like Naruto and excluding Pokemon from all this kind of stuff and Yu-Gi-Oh from all this kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
Because those are just very general audience kind of anime in the grand scheme of things. More so in the dubs.
Yeah, I remember my gateways was insane. I started with Digimon Tamers, and then I went on to Sonic X, and then Kirby, and then I started getting into Dragon Ball proper alongside Pokemon with the Sinnoh anime, and then my first actual gateways were Death Note and Evangelion. 13-year-old me was never the same since End of Eva.
I think my introduction was the original anime for Pokemon.
And then 13-year-old me watching the first arc of Fullmetal Alchemist. I had to stop when I got to the moment where the little girl and the dog become a chimera hybrid.
Oh,
Oh, that's like 4 episodes in.
is this
Turns of
original or Brotherhood?
Original. I watched Brotherhood and how they adapted that scene. Nowhere near as good.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like whatever 2003 adapts, does it much better than Brotherhood, but Brotherhood's just the all-round better show.
Right. I need to go back and actually finish 2003 because I watched it growing up, but I never finished it. I was also a lot worse with gore and stuff back then. Like, I remember the first time I saw it, my brother had like a box set for like the PG episodes, and those were like the only ones I saw.
Yeah, what would you say? It was like, what was it, ReZero that kind of desensitized you to that stuff?
Pretty much.
Oh boy. Oh god. Now I'm just thinking, oh god, Berserk.
You're wondering, he is in the middle of JoJo.
Oh boy.
Wait, what are you about to hit the Egypt part 3?
Yeah, we just finished like season 2 or whatever.
Right, I think you're getting to the point where the opening will change.
You said you didn't really like the second opening, did you?
End of the World is not one of my favorites.
However, because I watched the JoJo subbed my first time, it tripped me up to find out who voices the dog. It was I was like, wait a minute, she's her from Rosario Vampire. What the?
Wait, really?
She's Kurumu. Yeah, the blue-head succubus. I'm like, what
Oh.
the fuck?
It's in the sub, right?
Yeah, in the sub. I'm like, oh god, she's white.
Okay, because we both watched it. Because he's watching dub.
I haven't heard the name Rosario Vampire in a long time.
The last time I remember you talking about it is when we did the Crash the Rapid Cortex let's play through.
Oh god. I'm not.
You remember when you put in like the whole opening as like a loading screen thing?
Yeah, I know. I'm not very happy with that playthrough nowadays, I'll be honest.
I think it didn't help that using shit like that made it really hard for us to actually watch the part.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I think I actually complained a little bit during that as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't even me like not liking Rosario Vampire. It was just more like, is this still going?
Okay, but get this. The anime is a lot more harem based than the manga is, where it's just straight up more shonen.
What the hell do I do with this?
You're talking about Rosario Vampire?
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the manga is way more action based than it is romance. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm not sure how I feel about Rosario Vampire nowadays. It's just a weird series.
Well,
it's one of those series I'm probably best leaving to nostalgia.
Right. There's stuff I like about it. I've heard the manga is like better.
Yeah, I'd say it's generally better, but at the same time, it's like, eh.
You know, I hear you saying the manga is more shonen anime. I'm like, part of me wonders if High School DxD is anything like that.
Oh.
Oh no, but there is a lot more titty.
Ah.
So it's even more shameless.
Oh, even more so because, you know, manga gets away with a lot more.
These Jack in the Box Heartless are way worse than I expected them to be.
They just pop out, right? And pretty much kill you instantly.
They just have really quick attacks.
Right, I remember those. Yes, I've actually seen a good amount of High School DxD, and like when you get past the TD, it's actually kind of a cheap show.
I've never watched that.
Just make sure nobody else walks in.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel when I watch most anime.
Oh, this one in particular, you really don't want to make sure. They will not be afraid to show a lot of chest. And like blatantly.
I'm trying to remember when I started getting into Dragon Ball. I think it was because back then I read the series as opposed to watching it, because this was back before I knew what manga was. So I was just like, ooh, it's this neat little comic series I really like reading.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Honestly,
Go ahead.
okay. I was gonna
No,
say,
you're in the middle. You're in the middle. I thought you finished.
I was gonna say, my parents, it's left such an impact on my family that whenever I come out with bed hair or whenever I accidentally gel it, my mum and dad used to joke saying, it's like, oh look, it's Goku. It was cute.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I was saying, like, I remember, because I still had the High School TXT shit on the brain. I remember back then I saw there were actually like full bits on YouTube where they just full out were allowed to show titty, like no censorship whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess I just let it get a pass because it's that show.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, sorry. Whatever, anime.
I don't think a series has ever made me cry as much as Assassination Classroom did. Like, season 1, I started season 1, I'm like, okay, so I'm expecting some light fun comedy. End of season 2, crying my eyes out.
I only finished season 1 because I was watching with a group and we just didn't get together.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually, after finishing it, I actually had 2 weeks post-series depression.
Oh jeez.
Like, it's like when you finish something so good, I'm like, oh man, this series changed my life, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself now.
Yeah, I feel that.
Wasn't that pretty much you and Madoka, actually?
Well, I was gonna say, like, the shows I can think of that have recently made me feel, like, or made me, like, emotionally messed me up, like, a Madoka and Clanad.
Oh, Clanad, I know KyoAni very well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think of, like, an anime that kind of messed me up. You know what it was? Like, about a year or so ago, I finally got to watch him with Danganronpa free anime.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Yeah, for Madoka though.
That show is fucked up.
Yeah, for Madoka though, it wasn't a case of like because it ended. I was crying so much because of how messed up it was. Like, it's.
Oh,
yeah.
Trust me. Like, what? Like, I thought I was used to the shit that they do in the games, but like, I never been on a more emotional roller coaster than I've been with the free anime. Although I probably should have watched the sub, to be honest.
Oh god, the first time I read Berserk and I got to the Eclipse, I'm like, let's just say I'll never look at an Eclipse the same way again.
Oh man. Yeah.
Also, my thing about why I should have watched it subbed was because, well, part of it is because almost none of the English of the original cast return from the games are there.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a little hokey, just a little.
Yeah, with Clanad though, I remember specifically, like, I saw like one episode in particular, and I was like basically crying my eyes out for like an hour, and like I had to calm myself down before I watched the next next episode.
Damn.
What was another rant? I try to think of something else that kind of broke me. Oh, not manga and all that, but like a certain point in when I was playing through the Ninja Storm games actually got to me. To give you an idea, Ben, Kushina.
Oh man, that's gonna hit harder when you read that chapter.
Oh god damn it.
And I'm actually debating whether or not to play the anime version of that.
With just to make it easier.
Well, it's just also because Laura Bailey is really fucking good in it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
God.
I didn't expect this Heartless Gauntlet to be the end of me, Jesus.
Since I'm not looking up the stream right now, I'm just guessing. Is it the bit as soon as you get into Christmas Town?
Yes.
I knew. God damn it! I knew it. It's those freaking toy soldiers who just shoot at you like super fast, right?
Yeah, it's those guys.
Anyways,
Dude.
the whole reason I brought Ben in here was to like give his current general thoughts on the on Live Piece.
But yeah, let's just say after experiencing a lot of mediocre to garbage live-action adaptations of series I love, One Piece was kind of like the one I'm like, there's no way, no fucking way they'll get this right.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, that's what surprises me, that it's apparently like decent.
I'm like, this honestly just makes
go.
Cowboy. I was gonna say this makes the Cowboy Bebop and Dragon Ball Evolution look worse. Because One Piece to me, I thought was like the impossible one. Like for how cartoony it is.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Santa Claus lives.
It's obviously not as wild as the actual thing is, but
Right. Well, I don't think it really can be, like being in live action and all that.
No, I think most of its comedy comes from the goofy expressions.
Yeah. I believe that.
like one of the very first things I think I remember Harry laughing was when Luffy called what's her name fat, and everybody had like these jaws like halfway to the ground.
Well, was this when we watched the show?
Yes, it was like everybody had the humongous wide mouths.
I have no memory of this whatsoever.
Oh yeah, when he calls Alvida fat.
Yeah, who's the fat lady here? And then everybody's like, ah!
Oh, there's even better ones later on, like when he actually is on the phone to one of the emperors of the sea, which is like talking down to like the head mafia boss. He goes, "Yeah, who the fuck's this?" And then everyone's like, "Ah!"
Everyone, you do not believe in Santa Claus.
Hi.
But he's on the call to Big Mom. He's like, yeah, don't come bothering the Fishman Island. This is my shtick. I run this place now.
Luffy just does not give a fuck at those kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the funniest reaction I ever seen is where Luffy goes up against a literal god of thunder.
Oh, for that asshole.
Yeah, and then during fighting, he realizes he's immune to his lightning because he's made of rubber. And because he's never heard of rubber before, he has no idea how to fucking comprehend a rubber man. And
the fuck do I do?
The panel where he makes that face is, it's glorious.
Can you find the panel and just DM that to me?
Yes.
This is gonna be great.
However, a YouTuber I follow who does retrospectives on the series pointed out the idea that he looks like Eminem, and I'm like, oh my god, he does.
Well, I forgot his name.
Like Ineru looks like the rapper Eminem, and I'm like, fuck, he does.
I kind of get it, yeah.
Why do we have to
Oh, here we
hide?
go.
Silence. Well,
Let
this is
me
a
find
pleasant
it.
surprise.
Here we go.
That fool Jack brought Sora and the others with him. Now we can.
Let me see
deal
this
with all
spray.
of them at once.
Oh, that face! That's a mean face.
Yeah, and then there's the manga version.
Oh my god, it's just as good. Oh, the fuck?
God, you're...
God, can't touch rubber.
It's Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Not those three.
I assure you they're not with us.
Well, whatever the
That's
case,
gore.
they've been quite naughty.
I'm pretty sure I've seen like plenty of meme images that look like this.
God. Your Leonardo image just makes me like imagine Leo's like this massive weeb, and it's just
I need
hilarious.
to see how things are progressing
Honestly,
in my workshop.
he probably would.
He hides it.
This is just
on, Jack,
temporary
let's
for
catch those
today.
little
I'm
pranksters.
normally the biggest weeb in versus server.
Alright then.
Yeah, like, what was your picture before again?
Kamen Rider, Shin Kamen Rider.
Right.
Because I fucking love Tokusatsu.
He's using the Turtles picture because of the DLC and all that.
Right.
Yeah. So I fill the role of Leonardo.
Oh no, I'm not dealing with this.
I would be playing with DLC with them if I could. It's cheap, but I just can't buy it right now. Like it's only $8 US.
God, I don't even have the game yet.
Honestly, I thought you would have had it by now. Oh yeah,
I'll get it. I do want to get it at some point soon, probably.
There's something you two could talk about. Harry likes turtles.
Destroying that ridiculous Christmas
That is
town.
true.
Now that Sora
I'm a very
and his
casual
innocents
fan
are
of
here,
turtles.
I think a change of plan is called for. Revenge before pleasure, after all.
I think.
Well, this conversation ended. Anyways.
The magnificent.
I mean, I recently saw most of the movies, so that's something.
Really bad.
Same. I rewatched them with the others, and I'm like,
That's
wow.
super duper bad.
Yeah, it's just like it goes from peak and just steadily goes down, and then it gets a decent midway with 2007.
And then we hit Michael Bay territory.
Yeah.
Can you hear the flat line?
Yeah.
Which is still better than his Transformers movies. Fucking hell.
I've never watched the Transformers movies.
Just watch Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts. They're the reboot movies. You don't need to bother with the others.
In terms of Bay formers, I've only watched the first two.
I didn't mind Out of the Shadows too much. Like, I didn't love it, but it was like, at least better than the first one.
Yeah, because the second film is recognizable as a Turtles movie. And
Yeah, like it actually felt like like a story for the Turtles. Like the first one just felt like the Megan Fox show.
And not to mention, it feels like a flat remake of the '90s film.
Yeah.
Do you remember Sora, Donald, and
I haven't
Goofy?
seen it, so you just keep talking.
I was just gonna say, 2014 feels like to the '90s film what the RoboCop remake was to RoboCop.
What was it they did to me?
That was bad.
I had to take your word for it.
Bad.
And Jack, hell,
Like that
Even
RoboCop remake
worse.
has one good scene where he finds out how much of his
That's
body's
right.
left. It's
That's
just
one
literally
thing I
his
won't be
entire head,
forgetting anytime
one
soon.
human hand,
It's the
and his
last thing
lungs.
I remember,
Oh.
and it's
Yeah.
the only thing I'll remember until I teach
Shit.
those clowns not
I'm like,
to
fuck,
mess
they
with
got away with
Mr.
that in a
Boogie
12A
Boogie.
rated film.
Yes, that's right. That's the spirit.
I kind of wish they actually did do the 2007 sequel movie though. That the things I've heard about it sound interesting.
Have you ever heard of Christmas
Yeah,
Time?
Oh,
yeah. Honestly, I'm like,
Mr. Oogie!
There was gonna be a sequel to 2007, but it
We want to
I
see
don't know
how bad you
I don't know why it got cancelled.
Well, how well did the original movie do?
It seems he needs more time to recover.
Ben, fact check if you will.
You three.
if
Stay
I remember
here and
correctly,
keep Sora
it
and
did
the others occupied.
moderately okay for its budget.
Okay.
It was because I think it came out at the time.
But do
I
not
want to say
fail.
Pirates of the Caribbean came out.
Probably just had steep competition.
There they are.
Yeah, that was
Nope.
man. When it came to movies, that year kind of sucked
Tie him down.
because we had Spider-Man 3, Shrek the Third,
Oh,
Transformers, Pirates of the Caribbean 3, which is probably the best of these top 4.
Yeah.
I mean, we've watched the top during movie nights. We actually Terry wasn't part of this, but we did watch at least the first 3 Pirates movies, and it was just like, I like the first one's great. Second one is like still pretty good. Third one I hardly remember, probably because it was just so long.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with that movie. It's too fucking long.
Yeah, I still need to see the Pirates movies.
Brace yourself for 4 because it's honestly that was kind of tough to sit through.
How many are there? Because aren't there like 5? Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't think any of them get as long as the third movie.
Yeah, 4's probably my least favorite. 5 is kind of like you could tell they were running out of ideas, so it's like okay, we stop here.
Yeah.
However, the UK version of UK title for Pirates Life is lame as fuck.
What is it called?
It's called Pirates of the Caribbean: Salazar's Revenge. You wanna know what it's called in America?
What?
Dead Man Tell No Tales. I'm like,
That's a lot.
son of a
That's a lot
bitch.
better.
Oh,
And I'm just seeing what movies came out around the same time as TMNT. Meet the Robinsons. That was a good. I enjoyed that.
I remember. I haven't seen that movie in years, but I remember it being decent.
It probably one of the rare Disney films to actually make me cry.
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
Because watching that,
wasn't
watching
that
that
like one of
movie
those
just
Disney
after
shows?
graduating college, it
That
fucking
was-
hit me like a truck.
Oh, that would do it. Yeah.
That was one of Disney's earliest like CG movies, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the second one right after Chicken Little.
Oh. Jeez.
We did the massive upgrade by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that like Chicken Little's best the best thing he's got is a summon in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Did they confirm that his universe got destroyed?
Oh god.
I mean, that's pretty much how. It's a summon, isn't it?
What in Kingdom Hearts or like what?
I think in Kingdom Hearts they kind of alluded to the fact that his universe got blown the fuck up.
Oh, that's funny. I haven't heard about any of that.
Well, maybe not blown. Maybe not necessarily blown the fuck up. Maybe more. If we're talking about Kingdom Hearts stuff, consumed by the darkness.
Right. Well, I know the summons in Kingdom Hearts 1, like they're like remnants of like destroyed worlds or whatever. I think in Kingdom Hearts 2 though, you're just calling them. Like they're not like from a destroyed world necessarily.
But then again, this was years ago when I heard it. When I heard it, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Everyone Chicken Little knows and loves is dead.
Cause I have this like
No.
like Chicken Little Ace of Action game for the Wii, but I never finished it.
I heard the game was actually just okay.
It's I don't remember enjoying it that much. Like I remember like you have to use the way the camera works is that you have to like use the cursor. Like it's like motion based. You have to use the cursor and like have it go to like the side of the screen to make it turn.
Oh,
It's kind of cursed.
it sounds a little weird.
Yeah, I remember just getting stuck on this one flying level and I just gave up. I still have the game, but like I have no desire to play it.
Reminds me of when I found my Wii copy of Spider-Man 3, the game.
Oh god.
Better for the PS3 version, but not by much.
Yeah, I think the Wii version is less painful because it's not a million hours long.
What
Yeah,
were we talking about now? Sorry.
Spider-Man 3.
Oh, okay.
Ironically enough, from what I played, the best version of the game is the PSP version. Because it's like, you know what? For the handheld it's on, this is tolerable.
Yeah.
And then there's this Spider-Man 2 on PSP, which is literally just a reskin of the first game.
Yeah.
Body.
It's kind of interesting to have a version of Spider-Man 2 that's linear, though.
I'm looking at a thing. I'm being quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, when it comes to Super Mario Wonder, as soon as I saw the Elephant Beat, I'm like, you fucking monsters, what have you done? I'm like, yeah, Nintendo, when will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Yeah.
I'm looking at other films that came out around the same
Dude.
time. Okay, so yeah, so there was the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie, which is funny as shit. I haven't seen that show in so long. Oh, let's
Aqua
go,
Teen Hunger
Hot
Force?
Fuzz.
Oh, you know what episode I immediately think of with Aqua Teen?
What?
The Brood Witch.
The Brood Witch.
Hmm.
I still think of Shake. Say the most brutal thing he's ever said to anyone to his own son. The only reason why God hasn't smited you from existence is because you amuse him somehow.
Oh my god.
I love Dr. Shakes. He's such an asshole, but you love him anyways.
I think he's second only to Cartman in an old cartoon character, something you don't want to hang around with.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Oh god, I think a few weeks after Spider-Man 3, we got 28 weeks later. That caused a little bit of a cult following at the school I went to, because it was that movie where the kids were like, I gotta see this, but I'm not allowed. Oh god, Shrek the Third.
Oh, dude, I've only seen that movie once, but I just remember being extremely bored.
Yeah, I rewatched it as an adult. I'm like, wow. What a fucking downgrade.
Like I don't remember it being like obnoxiously bad or anything. It's just so boring.
We watched it once. We watched it for movie night, and like the only thing that made us laugh was like after Fiona said she was pregnant and all that. Like when Shrek and the others were going away on the boat, Puss goes, "And you, my friend, are royally."
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think the worst thing a movie.
That made us like laugh a lot, like pretty good.
Yeah, at least there's that. Like, I think the worst thing a movie can be is boring.
Yeah.
Because especially because it's like you have to sit there for like a couple of hours and just like die.
Which is why I probably
some bad movies like the original Mario movie. At least we can make fun of it.
Which is why I probably say I'd rather watch Revenge of the Fallen over Dark of the Moon.
What is that?
Transformers. I'd rather watch Transformers 2 to Transformers 3 because
okay.
2 is like it's like one of the quintessential bad movies of my generation. The third movie is just hollow, grainy, miserable sit through. Like honestly, when a Transformers movie makes me feel like I got out of a funeral, something's wrong.
Oh jeez.
It's because this movie's so dark and horrible. It's like, God, I don't want to hear Peter Cullen say. I'm like, what the fuck?
I can just hear Dimitri kill every last one of them.
Yeah. Nice. Ooh. Flashed up. Nice.
I will say though, it's wild to find out who played Zorro in Live Peace. Jason, you're never gonna believe who it is.
Who is it?
It's Okuyasu from the live-action JoJo movie.
Oh.
Wait, there's a live-action JoJo movie?
And would you believe me if I said it was actually kind of okay?
Really
Like,
now?
yeah, because they adapted. Well, it kind of helps they adapted the most grounded JoJo part. So it's
Okay.
like, okay, so there's some basis of reality that worked.
Well, isn't it like the stand effect that looks pretty decent?
Yeah, the stands actually look really good. What the hell?
Yes, but please call me Santa Claus.
Although I will say Jotaro looks like he's 10 years older than he should.
Yeah, he's with the D age.
You see,
No.
it's
Oh,
very
man.
important that
Yeah,
you
in part 6 where he's 40 years old, he looks like he's 17.
I am behind.
Even though in part 3 he's like what, 15?
All right.
He's 17 in there, but he looks like he's 30.
Something to say to me about Christmas.
Meanwhile, So like, what is it like for part 4? Isn't it like he's like what,
Late 20s.
mid-late 20s?
Yeah, I'd say late
Mid-late
20s, early
20s.
30s.
Meanwhile, he looks like he's
All I gotta do is kidnap him.
oh, excuse me. He just like lost so much muscle.
Then
Uh,
begin destroying
And his hat even
Christmas
came in his hair, and his hat even immersed with his hair even more.
And then they're all mine.
What are your favorite JoJo parts so far?
And in the
Okay, so if I had to
I'll
rank
turn
them
Santa
from what I've
Claus into
watched and
Santa
read,
Heartless.
part 4's at the top.
Okay.
Then I'd probably say part 3.
Who's there?
Then part 2, part 6, part 1, part 5.
Okay.
You really don't like? Oh, you really don't like Golden Wind?
Golden Wind's fine. It's just I kind of felt overhyped.
Hmm.
I think honestly, it's like I like it, but I kind of felt like it had the weakest ending overall.
It's definitely I definitely say I like the part 3 like cast the most, like the characters.
Yeah, definitely. Part 1, I think, is a very solid 7 out of 10.
Hmm.
Although,
It's there. You can watch it.
yeah, it's like obligatory first story arc.
Yeah, I thought it was fine as a first story, not like super special or anything, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few things they cut from the manga. Like I think Jonathan's character training arc was a bit longer.
Oh, okay.
Wait, something's not quite right.
And from what I also remember, Part 4's manga was written in 1992 when it was set in 1999. So there's a lot of things that the anime, in hindsight, is like, ooh, yeah, that's dated.
Oh.
So it feels more like so it feels more better for 99. Like you see Josuke play with an N64 rather than a Super Nintendo.
Nice.
Are you still here? Why don't you oogie on back where you came
I like to think Josuke was playing Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Have you already forgotten who brought you back, you insolent bag of bugs?
Then again, I think in the manga they actually name drop Mickey Mouse.
Oh wow.
Very well, you
Like I'm like,
ingrate.
oh shit, yeah,
You'll
manga
rue
can
the
just
day you
name drop
stood by
shit. Like I think in one chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen where one of the characters just name drops Super Smash Brothers.
It cracks me up when like anime do stuff like that. They like literally just name drop like games. It's like the actual name, and it's not like some made up thing.
Yeah, like for instance in Assassination Classroom, they actually name drop Naruto, and I'm like, what the fuck? and then there's just Koro Sensei wearing the Hidden Leaf Village headband.
Wow.
Yeah. I still remember when I watched Onimai when they just flat out were showing footage of Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
Cooking is so funny.
Yeah.
People don't ever like.
I think one of my favorites is still with Tony Carl, where they straight up just stop playing Street Fighter.
Trying to think of. I think nothing would be as funny as when Breaking Bad they just had two characters literally play Sonic 06.
Wait, what the heck? Okay, that was weird.
Yeah, it was two characters playing a multiplayer game, and I'm like, oh, what multiplayer game are they playing? Sees they're playing multiplayer 06. I'm like, what? I think it's the PS3 version. I'm like, oh wow, enjoy the frame chugging.
Yeah.
It's just like multiplayer 06. That is like the one thing you never expect.
Yeah. I remember I played that once with Joey a few years ago, and it was just pretty much us just getting flung around all over the place.
But nothing would be funnier than Elliot dying to meteorites.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's great. And then Matt just laughing, like dying of laughter.
Yeah.
You and I have a score to settle, Jack. Same goes for
Oh
you.
god, now I'm thinking about it. Fuck.
What are you planning to do with Sandy Claus?
It's way too.
Who?
It's way too funny.
Sandy Claus? I
Just-
don't know what you're talking about.
He dies, spawns, dies again instantly.
And why is this roly-poly red guy here? Oh, Grandpa.
So yeah, I got my new Optimus Prime figure in the mail today. I'm just tinkering with it.
Nice.
Right.
It cost me like 89 quid for him. It's one of the big boys.
Mr. Santa Claus.
Sorry, I'm just browsing for my feed.
That's cool.
Oh.
But yeah, by the way, still fuck you Nintendo for actually forcing Elephant Peach into the universe.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, he hasn't seen the thing yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen a direct. Like I've it's kind of hard to avoid a lot of this stuff because it's like pretty much everyone in like every server I'm in is talking about it.
I mean, are you surprised?
Not particularly.
Nice view from up here.
I mean, like it's what is it? Everyone seems to be pretty happy, so
And it's definitely interesting, definitely neat.
it's nice to just.
I'm like, oh boy.
I mean, this is the first time I've been excited for a 2D Mario game in like over a decade.
Probably since New Super Mario Bros. DS.
For me, it would probably be Wii.
Oh yeah, we. I remember being relatively excited.
Yeah.
And then 2 came out, and then they just started spamming.
Yeah. Like, I like was it 2 and Mario U as games, but like I was not excited for them at all. I just remember being like, yeah, these are definitely new Super Mario Bros. Games.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition is ESRB rated. Oh shit, we're getting a new version of Beyond Good and Evil 1. Let's just be honest here, 2's never coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I think last time I heard, that game was having some severe development issues.
Yeah. I mean, that game's tried to come out for like how long now? It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, almost 2 decades now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it's like, we gotta give up, guys. It's gonna turn into Duke Nukem forever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even like a super big fan of Beyond Good and Evil, like, but like I feel so bad for like the big fans. So I like the first Beyond Good and Evil quite a lot.
Yeah, I feel bad for them, but
Yeah.
oh man, let's just be honest here. Half-Life has no fans left
Aye.
because it's been carried by Gmod videos.
Not wrong.
Aye.
Oh shit.
Oh, I was gonna ask this. Remind me, do Mario Wonder, Sonic, Superstars, and Spider-Man 2 all come out on the same day?
Not the same day, but roughly I'd probably say within a span of a week.
The video, the video for the Wonder Direct is currently #1 trending on gaming.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I think Super Mario Wonder comes out October 20th. If I remember correctly, Spider-Man 2 comes out 27th.
Okay, so that's at least a 7-day time frame to like have a bit of a gap.
Yeah, crunch Mario in.
Oh jeez. Yeah, because I know I want to. I pretty much want to play all of these games as soon as I can.
Oh, here's a question, Harry. Did you see what happened to Bowser?
No.
I don't know if we should tell him.
Well, I saw something, someone saying something that there's something that happened to Bowser, but I didn't see it. Is it something? Is it the equivalent to Meowser?
No, this is more insane.
Oh, I see.
Like, the story at the beginning of the game is he touches the Wonder Flower and gets this power up. And now he's taking over the kingdom.
Okay, so it's gonna be something, like, ridiculous then.
You know what, hang on, where's the Nintendo Twitter?
Hey!
I bet the Nintendo Twitter just flat out said it.
I see.
See ya.
Oh, damn it.
I gotta DM this to you. Let's see. We can find it. Oh, also there's a new Switch OLED model.
Oh. Oh, I heard something about that. Is it like a Mario bundle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
You know,
red.
it's not a bundle, it's a theme. It's just, you know.
Right,
A friend of mine was really upset because he had his Switch custom painted to be red, and then he bought an OLED system, but then they dropped this on him. He's like, "What the fuck?"
I can't believe you would do this.
Yeah, basically, he's like, "I can't believe you've done this."
I'm just holding out for like a Switch 2 at this point.
Yeah, same.
Alright. Yeah, alright, Harry. I'm saying this to you directly, alright?
Okay.
Be ready for something, get ready for something ridiculous.
Alright. Wait, what?
Look at your DM. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Bowser's a castle now.
What? So he Androssed himself. Okay. Okay. I think I saw. Okay, I think I saw that image on Twitter, but I didn't realize that was Bowser himself.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell? I like to imagine the when they came up with the ideas for Wonder, they were just on a massive drug trip.
Fuck it.
It's like the
Castle Bowser.
when you say that, it just makes me think of the was it the Pro ZD skit, where it's just like how they come up with Tales of names. It's like Tales of Akakshracha was perfect. That's right, away you go.
I'm sorry. So making it so funny.
It is pretty good. Oh, Goofy's like going in.
Go.
Whew. Oh, what is this?
Oh my god. Timing.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm just transforming Prime into his super mode from the Yamada anime. It's so intricate. I'm like, holy shit! This small little motherfucker turns into this big bulking behemoth. Then I was like, yeah, I could probably understand why my parents just said no to getting this toy when I was younger.
Oh god.
I think it was like, what, 60 quid back then?
UK numbers.
I think that would be like $70.
What is your favorite like manga series, by the way?
I kind of have two. There's
Okay.
Berserk and Bleach.
Okay.
I feel like Bleach is definitely my favorite battle shonen. My favorite slice of life series is Assassination Classroom. But my favorite seinen manga is Berserk. I can only recommend Berserk to those who are not faint of heart.
Right.
I was gonna say this. It kind of makes Madoka look like My Little Pony.
Oh my god.
It gets it gets quite heavy.
Jeez. And this is Berserk, you said, right?
Yeah, Berserk.
Okay.
A little bit of content warning. There is there's actual on-screen sexual assault. Yeah, but however, normally that would turn me off of the series entirely, but someone sold me on it. They actually don't treat it as seriously as they should. So I'm like, oh thank God, it's not that's not for shock value.
Yeah, because that was like one of the sole reasons why the second half of like, was it the Sword Art Online season 1 like put me off, because there was like a bunch of sexual assault and it's like, no.
No, Kentaro Miura is an actual writer. He knows how to handle subject matter like this.
Yeah, and like, I don't remember it being as bad, but like they did something similar in the Alicization seasons, and like I was not a fan of it there either.
Then I think after a while, I'm like, wait, is this series actually shit? Then I found out that it was actually an adaptation of some light novel series. I'm like, okay, maybe down the line I'll check to see if they're actually better. And then I think someone in Crystal 7 told me, no, they're not.
Wait, is this still SAO?
Yeah, SAO's light novels are not much better than its anime.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what annoys me about it. It's like SAO. I don't mind SAO's concept, and it has some good ideas, but like the actual execution is so bad.
It ruined Isekai forever.
Yeah.
Because I was apprehensive to try out Overlord and Konosuba, and then after watching them, I'm like, fuck, these are actually good.
Yeah.
Like, Overlord is actually really fucking good.
I still need to watch that. I do like Konosuba though.
Yeah, the Isekai Quartet, their crossover series, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this funny as shit?
Yeah.
I will say though, I'll probably say I wouldn't recommend those series for people who are getting into anime, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I have beginners anime, then I have intermediate, and then I have for when they reach hardcore.
Do you have like a my anime list or anything like that?
Yeah, I have both an anime list and my anime list. I have
Nice.
I think the most controversial rating I have is I gave Yu Yu Hakusho a 6 out of 10.
Oh.
And that's because I was reading the manga, which was, eh. Yeah, but it's one of those cases where the anime is light years better. It's mainly because, well, the final arc of Yu Yu Hakusho is unfinished.
What are your lowest reviewed
I'd better get down to
things
business.
on there?
So, well, there's Sword Art Online, Berserk 2016,
You ought to stick to Halloween and spooky
the
stuff.
Boruto.
Oh God.
Yeah, because I'm currently reading Boruto, and I'm like,
Here.
oh.
He's already given up.
Wow.
Well, I'll say this: it's quick.
Oh.
Do this?
Like, at least that's one thing I'll give it over the war arc. It's like at least I'm not feeling like I'm fading away from boredom.
And for that, I'm very grateful. But please promise you won't cause any
But
more
even
trouble.
then, I still have
And
yet
about
to.
that
I'm like, okay,
Don't even think
but at the
about
same
taking
time,
over for me again.
at least the war arc was a story.
This
This feels like
You
nothing.
must be exhausted
Feels
from
like
all the
nothing.
preparation.
Feels like nothing.
And I wouldn't mind
I
a
think
second chance to get
the
this
lowest
Christmas thing right.
I have anime-wise is
Yes,
also
being Santa
Pokemon Best
Claus
Wishes.
can be
Oh,
tiring. But let me tell you
that's
something, Jack.
that's Unova, right?
Seeing the
Yeah,
happy
Unova.
faces of the
Oh
children
right. I've heard the
makes all presents
Unova like
makes it
anime was
all
really bad.
worthwhile. Years
Doesn't help that Team Rocket was made a lot super serious.
yeah, they were really boring, Unova.
You love to make them gasp and see them shiver with
Like, it's like
fright.
they took
But
out
if
all
someone
the
tried to take all of
personality,
that away from you,
and then I watched the Carlos anime, and we're like, okay, never mind, we're back.
mine is to take care of
Yeah, I've heard that X and Y was like really good.
Halloween.
X and Y is really good. Sun and Moon was divisive mainly because of X and Y fans were like, ew, the art style and no Serena.
Yeah.
Mr. Jack
Yeah.
Skellington, the
You could tell who was only into the anime because of that ship.
Right. Yeah.
even though you're
I watched a good amount of the Sun and Moon anime, and like it takes a while. It takes a while to get used to the art style.
Mm.
It's definitely more slice of life esque. So if you,
Seems like it.
I'd say if you want something more slow paced, I'd probably say Sun and Moon's gonna be for you.
Right.
The anime really loves Lana, though. I'll tell you that much.
I do appreciate the
It's
art-
really good. I like it.
I do like they did like some kind of art style change for that series because like the Pokemon anime like has had like that one distinct style for years now, so it's kind of nice to have a change.
So true.
Yeah. I'd rather have a weirdish looking art style with some fluid animation rather than it looks gorgeous but the animation is stiff. That's kind of because the X and Y anime in its latest
Yes,
episodes
and I've got lots
got
of
really
names to
stiff.
check and preparations to finish.
Okay, what else was on my lowest?
No time for joking.
What's this?
Oh,
Perhaps a bit too
okay, yeah.
festive for
Dragon
our
Ball Super
Halloween
at a
needs.
4. Oh god, no, after Boruto, that's getting bumped up to a 6. That's how bad we're talking here.
It makes bad anime look better.
Right?
Okay, I kind of have a weird ranking because there's a rating I have for the manga, and then there's what rating I have for its anime.
Hmm.
For Bleach, I have it as a 9 out of 10, but for its anime, I have it as a 5.
Oh damn.
I have a lot of bones to pick with how they adapted the first anime.
Oi.
Before you do,
like
Thor,
there's a
I
like the
believe
fella
there's a friend
it's
of
one of the
yours
poster
who,
childs for
if I
Bad
recall
Fella Rocks.
correctly,
Oh.
was the
And
one
it's
who
also
told you
and
there's
they
no
also
such
make
thing as
a lot of
Santa
weird
Claus?
adaptational changes.
Oh, yeah. He
Like
did
for
say
instance,
that.
they tried pushing a ship that
Be
was
sure
never
to give
that
him my
Kubo never really
very
planned to
best
begin
wishes.
with.
I will.
In
but
fact, Tai
know where I can
Kubo,
find
the
Riku?
mangaka, actually has been on record
No,
saying he actually got
but don't
stomach
give
aches
up.
every time the anime
Remember,
fucked
if
something
you
up.
believe in Riku, you will
Wow.
find.
And I'm like,
Just
fuck,
as you
that's
found
how you
me.
know.
right.
Which is
Wow.
why
Yeah.
for this new War Arc anime, he's like, no, I'm keeping all of you on a leash.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, it makes sense though. Like, you want your creation to be treated right.
Yeah. For Dragon Ball, I have its manga at a 8 out of 10. It's
Oh, good.
it's different anime series. I have Dragon Ball as an 8 as well.
Finny
See-
fun.
Oh god, no, not Finny Fun.
Yes, Finny Fun.
Okay, so for Hunter x Hunter, I have its manga as a 9 out of 10, and I'd probably say the 1999 anime as an 8, and I'd probably say 2011 as a 9.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Ariel.
So I'd probably say it's one of those cases where I feel like both anime are really
We'd like you
good.
to come with us, Ariel.
Hmm.
Have we
I'd
got
probably
something to show
say
you?
watch 99, and then find where 2011 adapts the rest of the series.
Hmm.
Although I will say though, the 1999 English dub is
It's a pretty cool
avoid.
statue, huh?
because it's they got a 30-year-old man to voice a 12-year-old Golden Freaks.
Oh.
It's Vic Mignogna voicing Edward Elric levels terrible.
Oh, God.
Mhm.
It's bad. Assassination Classroom, I have the manga as a near perfect score of 9 out of 10, and I gave the anime a 10 out of 10. Like there is nothing I can really find at fault with this goddamn series. Like that's just how much that series affected me.
Damn.
I think for okay, so for JoJo, I probably have part 1 at a 7. Part 2, I'll probably give an 8, but realistic, I probably, if I want to do 0.5s, it's a 7.5.
Yeah.
Part 3, I'd probably say is definitely an 8. Very close to a 9. It's just I feel like it's like, 8 or a 9, depending if I'm in the mood for its more episodic nature.
Right.
Part 4 is definitely a 9.
Yeah, I remember Aaron saying like he has issues with part 3 in the sense that it feels a bit too Monster of the Week.
I understand people not being into that, but as someone who
Right.
grew up with Power Rangers, that it really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I kind of just enjoyed like the journey they went on more than anything.
Yeah, it's which I'm like, okay, so if you're into the journey traveling aspect, you'll probably vibe a lot with One Piece.
Hmm.
Ariel.
Hmm.
We're here to help you, you know?
Oh no, you three
Uh,
stay out of it.
I think the
Look
only
who's
other
talking.
manga I gave a 10 out of 10 to is, well, there's Berserk, and then there's the 1971 Kamen Rider manga, which is kind of like the Japanese equivalent to, honestly, the Bill Finger Batman run. Like this is where I felt one of the pop culture cornerstones is like Holy Bible. This is the Holy Bible of otaku. And it fucking annoys me that it's like, damn, weebs need to put more respect on on this series' name, because a lot of famous creators grew up on this series. Like, I think Toriyama, Akira Toriyama was a Kamen Rider kid.
Hmm.
Eiichiro Oda was definitely one. and I think Masashi Kishimoto, the mangaka for Naruto, was also a Super Sentai kid, which is their equivalent to Power Rangers.
Man.
It's just funny to see how different they treat that kind of series. It's a generational thing, whilst our generational thing is in the West is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh baby. Okay, so sorry, it's just that I managed to put together my new Optimus Prime. I'm like, oh man, he's beautiful. Oh. They showed this to my 6-year-old self. He's like, how the fuck? Wait, what rating did I give Death Note again? 8? Yeah, that sounds fair.
Do you think?
Because it was good. Although I'd say the ending of the series, I'm like, yeah, Nier wasn't as interesting of a character as Elle was.
Let's go check in with everyone.
Okay, so Dragon Ball Super's manga I gave a 5. Jujutsu Kaisen I gave a 6 because I read the first arc. I'm like, not for me. There's Inuyasha, which I'm currently at a 7. I'm like, it's pretty good, but I'd probably say it's definitely one of those series I'm like, don't binge, because you're going to feel the formula.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. It's like fairly long as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, it's like 558 chapters long. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'm like, oh man, and from what I've been told, it feels like the first time writing a shonen series. I'm like, yeah, it shows.
Hi. Damn.
But I'm fair. Because the writer has done other things. Like, I think she's more of a writer for girls. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna try writing for boys. And then she ended up writing a series that ended up being popular with women instead. She's like, damn it. My Hero Academia, I gave like an 8 out of 10 so far. Tokyo Ghoul was a 9. Like, 5 volumes in, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is amazing. And then it's anime, I gave like a 2 out of 10. Oh man, that series. Oh, that anime was. Oh, that was bad.
God.
Yeah, I'm putting Jujutsu Kaisen on paused.
Oh, Cloud.
What else do I have? I have my plan to read section. I've got.
This time, we settle it.
Okay, I've got to have Astro Boy and Akira on here.
All the darkness in me.
I got Card Captor Sakura, which is a series I'm like, you know, I like Sailor Moon. I'll see what this series is like.
It's his fault.
Yeah.
Whose?
Oh god, Bobobo. I forgot I put that on here.
Okay, what's he look like?
I'm told it is a meme.
Carries a long sword.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, be seeing you, Cloud.
I need to reread Full Metal Alchemist.
Be careful. He messes with your head. Makes you think darkness is the only way.
I've also got...
Is something wrong?
Devilman, because Devilman Crybaby, which is another series I'm like, don't watch if you're faint of heart.
I don't want you involved.
Like, that's it, about, then again, that's a manga aimed for adults.
You mean you don't want me there when you go away again?
Made in Abyss, that is another series I'm like,
Listen.
Oh,
even if I go
yeah, no, I feel like that's probably going to be another tough one to recommend casually.
I've heard as much, yeah.
Okay, listen. I've never seen Made in Abyss, but I know about it because I remember seeing a video of like the PS4 game and like death scenes, and it's like,
Yeah, I think it was you and Nick that were watching that.
Oh, I was watching with Hub.
Oh, right, Hub.
Yeah, my girlfriend recommended the series to me. I watched season 1, I'm like, what?
And I'll cheer for you.
Oh, God.
Then again, I had read Berserk at the same time. I'm like, Great, a double whammy.
For the longest time, I thought it was Maiden
He'll be
Abyss, like this,
I'm sure there's some light
and not
somewhere.
this.
You're right.
I see it.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were going with.
Yeah. So, yeah, God.
What else do I have on my need to read list? I've got Soul Eater, which is the series I've watched the anime for, really liked, but I've heard the second half that the anime deviates a lot from the manga, so I'm like, I'll see what's different.
I know my brother had like a big poster in a room for Soul Eater at one point.
Yeah, I think it was one of those early actual Gateway series outside of like the usual suspects. I've got Spy Family, which I'm watching the anime for. It's adorable.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
I read mangas.
I gotta get re-experience Haruhi Suzumiya. That was like one of my Gateway series.
Oh yeah, that same. That was one of the first things I saw.
And then I was like, you know what? Because it's coming back, I'm gonna actually read Lucky Star's manga.
I need to go back and actually do that, because I read like maybe like a quarter of the first volume and then I just kind of stopped.
Yeah, but because I think it's because the anime is such a good adaptation, it leaves nothing out. I won't lie, when it comes back, I kind of hope it's like the girls when they're adults.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it's like, get me the Toy Story 3-esque feels.
Yeah.
Like, we find out that Tsukasa's become a mom.
Oh, that would be cute.
Although, yeah, Konata is just... yeah, I'll say Kagami has become a teacher.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Are you with the restoration
Miyuki... Probably is furthering her education or becoming a scientist.
What's Leon's
Yeah.
gang up to?
And then there's Konata, meme lord.
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's report.
Konato would probably be like a streamer or something.
Yeah, oh my god, she's a VTuber.
Yeah, that checks out.
Don't mind her.
Yeah.
I
Oh
assure you.
god, one of them having a kid, I'm like, oh god!
Problem?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I remember enjoying the manga from what I read. There's no real reason I stopped, I just kind of got distracted.
Yeah, that's fair. That was me with Yu-Gi-Oh back then.
Yeah.
How far did you get?
I think back then I actually was going to watch GX, but I finished the original series, but I just never continued.
So you never seen GX?
Yeah, I've never seen 5Ds as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So I'm getting you to do a watch with me, and we're doing Japanese, even though I love the English stuff, just because of how cheesy it is for US.
I think the series I'm probably gonna end up liking the most is GX.
Yeah.
It's just like Jaden.
I need to start going through my manga in general.
So here's a question for you. Do you want more of a serious story, or do you want more camp?
I can watch camp anytime, so I'd watch them.
Okay,
Oh,
because
right,
and I've watched DX the English stuff and like so much back then, and then only about a couple of months ago that I actually when I was with my Crunchyroll sub that I actually looked at the sub, right?
Yep.
And it's like these are like completely different shows.
But
Like
again,
it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how can we forget Schmade and Spooky?
Schmade and Spooky. I
Speaking
also
of,
remember that one. I also remember that one filler episode where Cassandra Lee Morris played a possessed doll.
yeah. I might as well put
And it's
Lucky
just
Lucky
flat out
on.
Cassandra Lee Morris, like you can't mistake it.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows English dubs will just like, yep.
And speaking of talking about Haruhi though, at some point I do want to watch that with Jason, because he's never seen it.
Oh, that's a nostalgic series for me.
Yeah.
I think recently, the creator actually drew what she would look like today.
Oh.
We know what 30-year-old Haruhi looks like. I'm like, oh god, I'm old.
Is it wrong that you say Haruhi and I think of Ouran High School Host Club?
Yeah. About someone who actually had her as waifu back when I was 14, like 13, 14. Seeing her as a 30-year-old, I'm like, oh god, it's back. I'm like, no, stop! I just got over it.
I'm gonna have to dip for a bit because I need to take my bath.
Okay.
All right.
You guys keep talking.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll come back later.
Just see what else I've got on my reading list. I've got...
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what I'd end up doing with like Endless 8 or all that though. Like, it's kind of painful to sit through.
I probably would find out which parts are important. Watch them. Never watch them in full again.
Yeah, because I remember when I rewatched Haruhi like a few years ago just for nostalgia's sake, and I legitimately fell asleep when I got to Endless 8.
I don't blame you.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that is definitely a case of worst case of Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I even love how Lucky Star made fun of it.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
It was when Konoto was like, it's like, oh yeah, Haruhi's about to start. And then I think after the episode aired, she looked very disgruntled. It's like, oh god, it was that again.
Oh, that's pretty good. I think I remember watching the series like as it was airing, I think, with my brother, and like I remember like when Endless 8 was over that there was just this guy just dancing or something.
Oh yeah, holy shit, this Optimus is so cool. It is majestic. It's definitely, this Optimus is definitely very much akin to, we let Japan go mad with designing him.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll ever get a Haruhi season 3.
I think the light novels never did stop, and I think they did more than what the anime showed.
Right. I assume they're aware of like the want for it.
Yeah, it's a case of we got too many projects to do first.
Yeah.
Like I think they still have to finish Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which was a series I knew from its controversy, especially from an ex-friend who was very Puritan about it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see what this series is actually like. Came out, I'm like, y'all were just arguing about a bunch of nothing. That series was fine.
Yeah, I don't really know what the controversy is, but I've seen at least the first season. I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, granted, I feel like Lukoa with the big boobies and with a small child. I'm like, okay, I can see that rattling some people, but at the same time, y'all don't know how siblings act.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see. Yeah, I can see that, but like it's I never like it never got to the point of being something problematic. It just felt like a harmless gag.
Yeah, not to mention, kids blush all the time.
Yeah,
it's just something kids can't control.
Yeah.
And then there's that other big movie dragon that everyone keeps saying is a child, but I'm like, she's not. But at the same time, that is a can of worms I don't want to open up because that discussion has been ruined forever.
Yeah. I think people need to realize that, like, some people just are that short. Especially, like,
Yeah.
apparently in Japan especially, apparently there are a lot of short people.
Yeah, yeah, I'm like, guys, short stacks exist.
Yeah.
And then we also find out that the reason why she's so immature is because, mental trauma. It's like she enjoys childish things because it's an escape for her because she had quite a rough upbringing. So I'm like, you know what? Valid.
Yeah. Yeah, I know basically nothing about season 2, so
I'd say it's pretty good. I feel like its opening, it definitely has a better opening than season 1. I'd say.
okay.
It has that energy of KyoAni is like, we're back, bitches.
Yeah.
Because I think season 2 came out right after the arson attack, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. That was like a big deal.
Fuck. What broke my heart was I think both Haruhi's Japanese voice actress and Yui's voice actress from K-On! Actually reported on the news, and I think Yui's voice actor actually broke down in tears.
Oh, that's depressing.
I'm like, oh, she was goodest girl.
Yeah.
And then I see what the K-On! Fandom looks like nowadays. I'm like, oh.
I haven't really looked into that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, let's just say I see a lot of profile people, right? A lot of conservatives with K-On! Profile pictures. I'm like, no, don't ruin this series for me. It's nostalgic.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like one that was another show I remember watching like 2011 or so. A lot of shows like back during those times, I always just watched with my brother because I didn't really know much about anime, so I just kind of watched what he watched.
Yeah, a little bit. I think I just watched whatever looked neat to me.
Yeah.
I didn't get into action-heavy series until like the pandemic.
Spiky.
Like I feel like whenever it was an action series, I had to watch one at a time because
take a look around.
my focusing was terrible until I got into manga.
I think I want to say it was around 2017 or so when it was like when I started like getting into like anime and weeb stuff seriously.
Sorry to bother you.
I probably say if you're going to get into like one of the big series like One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, I can't recommend their anime.
So you
outside of One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of shows I watch end up being like 1 or 2 seasons long, like 13, 26 episodes a piece. Like anything longer than that, it's not like I can't watch anything longer, but I need to like prepare myself for that.
Yeah, with its manga, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Which I probably, yeah, I'd say, honestly, I think it took me like 4 months to read all of Naruto. And then again, I was also reading it whilst in between doctor's appointments.
Oh god.
And then, yeah, so I was like, so I was reading the pain arc when I was in physical pain. So it's like, I know pain!
I can relate to this.
Yeah, Bleach took, I think I definitely know how long it took me to read Bleach. It took me the end of August to the end of November. So it was like 3 to 4 months after probably like a week break. And I was eating up, I was reading chapters like I was slamming pints at Christmas. It was one of the first series where I was like, I can't put this down. Help! I can't stop.
Yeah.
I mean, because Bleach was a series where I kind of it was kind of at the time when it had this reputation for falling off after a certain point.
Mm.
And when I read its manga, I'm like, so when does it get bad again?
Yeah,
Have you ever had a series like that where you're like, so when does it get bad again? It doesn't have to be anime, it just be anything.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but there's probably been some stuff.
Yeah, it's just I think after that I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna trust the internet ever again after this.
Yeah.
And then I think it took me, One Piece took me December 2021 to December 2022 although I did take a summer off to read My Hero Academia and Berserk.
Yeah, I will say though, like it's I think it's easier for me to go for a long series when I'm watching it with other people.
Yeah, it definitely so, which is why the group readings me and Jason are having with Naruto, I'm like, fuck, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I've gone through, I think, 4 seasons of My Hero with like a couple of other friends, and if I didn't watch it like that, I don't know if I'd like go through it myself.
I think another one of the cases of series that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna head down and experience, and then I was just like chugging episodes just down, and I'm like, next one. It was Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Like, I think that took me like 2 weeks to finish. Like, I was like, holy fuck, this series is so fucking good. Yeah, I read the entire thing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is probably one of those new age series where I'm like, yeah, this deserves its hype.
Nice.
The best way I could describe Chainsaw Man, read the manga, is like you're reading a movie storyboard. Because Fujimoto, the creator, is a really big film buff, and you could tell.
Nice.
Like his way of writing each story arc is like it's like writing an episode for a Netflix series. It feels as structured as Breaking Bad did.
Oh man.
And I'd probably say in terms of wackiness, it's like if Invader Zim had more blood.
Yeah, I remember back when Breaking Bad was like airing and like everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, my college course would not shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, I've still never seen it, but
I don't have the drive for it.
Yeah.
I lack the care.
I don't usually watch like live action stuff, period. So.
I think the most I ever do is either superhero stuff or Toku, with like Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Better get out of here quickly.
And then again, Kamen Rider is easy to binge because each season is like what, 50 to 49 episodes long. Although when you find a bad one and you're watching it week to week, you're like, oh. Yeah, sometimes you feel like, you know what, I'm not gonna watch this week to week, and then when I think 2016 was like the most miserable I have been with both of those series, because didn't like that current airing Super Sentai, didn't like Kamen Rider Ghosts, so I'm like, fuck, guess I'm taking a year off then.
We could power it back up.
Oh, this is why I've stopped watching shit week to week.
We're stuck in this cell. We're not going anywhere unless we unlock the end.
And then I think WandaVision.
All right.
Yeah, that reminded me why I stopped watching shit week to week, because I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking hate the discourse around watching weekly shit.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like weekly stuff and all that, One Piece or like Live Piece, like they released all the episodes at once, right?
Yeah, they did.
Do you prefer a series just having all of the episodes like out at once, or do you prefer it being trickled out like week by week?
environment hampers the processing
Uh,
power needed for such an analysis.
I think it depends. I think it depends on the series.
Right.
Like for One Piece, when I'm reading that series now, I'm waiting until an arc finishes.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And for Hunter x Hunter, it's whenever Togashi actually fucking finishes the series. Because yeah, that series, I love it. I love it to death. But reading the later half of the series gets kind of sad. Because you can absolutely tell that he is suffering for his work.
Jeez.
Like, I think in volume 21 of the series, you can his author note is, "I'm just barely getting by."
Oh god, that's depressing.
Yeah, and it's like when you see what the artwork looked like when it was coming out weekly. It'll break a man's heart. Because it's like, oh man, it's like, oh Togashi, please, let someone help you, man.
Yeah.
In fact, he's married to the creator of Sailor Moon, so I'm like, why not let Takeuchi Naoko just draw it for you?
That'd be cool.
I mean, their art styles are nearly indistinguishable now. It's also probably why I'd say recommending the Hunter x Hunter manga is also a bit of a tricky situation. Whilst I do think it is a really fucking good series, it kind of suffers from being overly verbose. Like, I feel like there's like one arc where I feel like it's like, okay, you don't need to keep explaining this shit to me. Let me figure this out on my own. And then there's Chimera Ant arc, which kind of has the worst case of tell don't show. It's one of the I think it's one of the most egregious examples of over reliant narrator I've ever seen. Well, that's only because I was binging it. I think once I realized why Togashi had this narrator in the first place, it was because his hiatus was taking so long that he was worried that people had forgotten what happened. I'm like, okay, week to week I understand, but reading from a collection trade, oh god. I'm like, this is why I kind of recommend the anime to that series.
Yeah.
In fact, Hunter x Hunter's not very long either. It's just health problems have really kicked Togashi's ass.
Yeah. How long is the how long is the anime?
I think. Okay, let me check the 2011 anime, which is probably the one everyone would recommend.
Right.
It is 148 episodes long. That's short. That's shorter than I thought it was. I feel like then again, it's like, yeah, where it's caught up, it's definitely a case of you still get a satisfying ending for at least God and Killua. Kurapika, my favorite character in the series, who is the blonde-haired guy with the red eyes. Yeah, his story arc's not quite finished yet. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, please don't let my boy die, please.
Yeah.
A lot of people have pointed out to me that he's kind of like the prototype of Sasuke, but he's way more likable. And I'm like, I'm reading both. I'm like, I see what you mean, but I feel like how these two act are so different from each other. Oh, and apparently on AniList, Hunter x Hunter 2011 is the 7th highest rated anime of all time.
Huh. That's interesting.
I think for what I've watched the first arc, it's really good.
What are the top rated anime on there anyway?
Top rated. Number 3 is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, that checks out.
Let's be real here. FMA fans are rabid.
Yeah.
Then number 1 is, weirdly enough, Gintama Season 4. I'm like, that's like the most random series.
Okay.
Fruits Basket, the final season for the reboot.
Oh damn, okay.
Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2. god, talk about a series that fell off.
Yeah, I never really got into Attack on Titan.
From what I've been told from people who still are into it, I wasn't missing much. Like season 1 had this really interesting premise, and then boom, it turned into a meat mecha.
God.
It's like if you mixed a kaiju series with Gundam.
Yeah.
It's basically just Gundam with flesh. March comes in like a lion, season 2. I'm like, I've never heard of this. Have I seen it by Studio? Oh, Steins Gate. Oh, Steins Gate.
Nice.
Good show. Good show. I also have its PS3 game, which I want to play.
So,
it's probably going to be the first visual novel I actually ever play outside of Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Give you the password to access the
I need to play more visual novels.
Yeah, I hear Steins Gate's a good one to check out, and I especially want to check it out because I'm a big fan of the creator designer's work. Hook. Really fucking love his art style because I also adored Black Rock Shooter.
Yeah.
And that's probably the first anime to ever make me weep like a baby.
Number of my functions
2013 when I first saw it, when I was...
That's why I need the password.
Oh, Mob Psycho 100.
If I can get inside the DTD, I can access...
Very, very good. The best way I pitched this series to Hub is, what if someone on the autism spectrum had Charles Xavier's powers?
A free system for
Nice.
the users.
It's weirdly good. Bleach, the Thousand Year Blood War anime, very well deserved because I'm like, oh thank god this series actually has a good anime. Bocchi the Rock, which I hear many good things about.
I need to finish that. I've seen like half of it, I think.
From what I see of it, it's like if K-On! If Yui had social anxiety.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm like, oh god, it's what if you mix Yui with Shinji Ikari?
Yeah.
There's the One Piece anime.
I'll keep this
Yes and no. I'd say when it's good, it's really bloody good, but at the same time, its pacing issues, it just no. So okay, so I see Clannad After Story.
Okay, I didn't think it would be that high.
Is that like the final season?
Yeah, it's it's Clannad and then Clannad After Story.
Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. Yeah, that series is really well friggin' animated. Well, holy shit. Then I see Demon Slayer. I have no clue how to think about this series because no one's pitched it to me yet.
I'm curious actually. What do you know what anime like Hub's seen?
He's seen the first season of Attack on Titan, and the first season of Sword Art Online and Dragon Ball before I showed him Bleach. Yeah, and when I showed him Bleach, he's like, "Oh wait, shit! I think I actually like anime a lot more now." Then he got into Spy Family. And then he's in the group readings for Naruto with me. I also plan on showing him My Hero Academia and One Punch Man because him and his Western comics.
Yeah, I've seen the first season of One Punch Man. I never watched the second one.
I heard the second season's not as good because the staff change was very noticeable.
I'll watch it someday, but like, yeah, I haven't heard the best things about it.
I'm probably gonna be like, I'll see how far I get, and if I'm like, okay, if I'm like, I like the story but not the animation, I'll just read it. But then again, I also heard that the original webcomic looks very different from its manga.
Oh.
Like like the author one is not that very unconventional artist, as in his artwork looks like shit. No offense. So they actually had Murata Yusuke actually draw the manga for him, and he's like, "Oh, thank God, thank you, Gary, where I failed."
Looks like a diagram or
Juju.
something.
And then I also see Made in Abyss, the Golden City or the Scorching Sun. Really? I need to ask my girlfriend about that.
What's up?
I hear a lot about Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Oh yeah, I only saw one episode of that. I need like everyone seems to like really enjoy that series. I should like go back and sit through it properly.
I know a lot of people love Chica, the pink-haired girl. She is adorable.
Yeah. I remember wanting to go through it because I saw a video about the narrator guy and like how like crazy the things he'd say sometimes would be.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
It's like she's right, you know, and that's why she's best girl.
What else is there? Yes, let's go, Cowboy Bebop.
Nice.
That is. I feel like it's like if you want to be an anime enthusiast, that is a must-watch.
You see, we're looking for the secret password.
Odd Taxi, which I hear a little bit about. It's like Zootopia. It's like Beastars, but small scaled. Spy Family.
Well, the door to darkness can only be
Yeah,
opened by
like
the
I'm
7
sorry
princesses.
if you don't like if anyone likes Anya, I don't want to talk to them.
Of course.
Like you're not allowed to dislike the little girl. It's against the laws of nature.
What are you trying to do?
With that password, we can get
Chainsaw
access
Man's
to
anime.
Ansem's research data.
The anime's alright. I feel that the problem I have with it is that the CGI in it is very distracting.
We already defeated Ansem. You know that.
Like it's probably some of the wonkiest CG I've seen in anime.
I've got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah.
Compared you read its manga, you're like, oh my god, these panels are beautiful.
But first, I've got a question.
Then there's
Isn't Tron waiting
Fate
for you
Zero
guys?
Season 2. God, the Fate series.
Oh yeah, I've asked this to a lot of people, but like I want to get into the Fate series, but there's so many different things that I don't know where to even start with that.
For me, I started with Fate Apocrypha, and that's only because of Astolfo.
Yeah.
He is single-handedly responsible for me coming out as bisexual.
Oh, nice.
He was also kind of my comfort character throughout the pandemic.
Yeah.
He carried my sanity.
Nice.
I'd probably say the best way to start is either the original Fate Stay Night visual novel, or just watch the Unlimited Blade Works anime. 2006. The 2006 anime is fine. I just feel like it's a bit too slow paced for its own good.
Right. I know Aaron suggested that I just play the visual novel, but I don't know how long that is.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Visual novel. I'm like, at first I'm like, wait, how can? Oh, wait a minute, 60 and a half hours long for the visual novel?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, that that would take me like a year.
Oh bloody hell. Okay, so that's just for completion's sake. Oh, thank God.
Okay, where's the like any percent?
Okay, so. So let me look at any percent. Okay, so 20 hours.
Okay, that's not too bad.
20 hours for Unlimited Blade Works, and then 30 hours for Heaven's Feel, which I feel like is just different paths. I'm like, shit, this one game has so many different branching paths.
You've been chosen to play a few games. Lose and you will be
What else
subject
is
to
on the
immediate
top anime list?
deresolution.
Oh, Gurren Lagann.
Oh, nice.
That series is fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of those series that it's like, just head empty, just. Ooh.
Yeah, I had fun with it. I know like Lewis is like Gurren Lagann is like one of his favorite anime. So.
Oh yeah, I can understand the hype for it. It's
Yeah.
just that, like, when it comes to the Gainax series, it's not my top favorite.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think my two favorite Gainax series are definitely Ava and Pantheon Stalking. It's back, baby, after 10 years.
Yeah.
I want to get a group of people just to watch Pantheon Stalking's English dub with, just seeing their fucking reactions. Because I think Gainax and Studio Trigger just basically told Funimation, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want with this dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like make it as raunchy as you can because we can't do it because cultural limitations.
That makes me think of the Ghost Stories dub, where like the original was so bad, it was just the dub was just like, yeah, just make this a meme.
Oh.
Yeah, and also imagine my fucking reaction when I found out the director for the Ghost Stories anime did Bleach.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm like, oh no wonder it's mid. Oh no wonder the anime was mid.
Damn. Okay.
And then he also did Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm like, oh my god, this is the biggest fall off I've ever seen.
Jeez.
It's not because you're a rabbit. It's because you're black. I'm like, ayo.
Boy. Jeez. No, that's. That's something.
Oh, I see ReZero. I was watching it. I was watching it with ReZero with two other friends. We kind of had to put it on pause because I feel like the first few episodes kind of shell-shocked us. We weren't expecting what was happening.
Oh yeah, no, I felt the same way. Like when I first watched ReZero, like I was like, I couldn't believe what they were doing.
At first, I'm like, is this how it ends?
Yeah.
I was like, was I just duped into experiencing another end of Ava? No. Oh.
Yeah.
What? Oh shit. Your Lie in April. I like its opening. I've not seen the series.
Hmm.
The Death Note anime. It's weird. I've read the manga. I've watched the Japanese live-action movies. I've watched the Netflix Netflix movie. I even checked out the Japanese live-action TV series. Not watched the anime once. I think it's because I'm like, I have the manga. I don't need the anime.
Yeah. Alright, well I'm gonna stop the stream here. I need to set up like stuff with another friend and get dinner, so
Alright, I'll leave you to it. Nice to meet you, Harry.
Yeah, it was nice actually talking to you as well. I haven't like really like talked to you at all until now.
Yeah, I'll add you as a friend, and if you want my real name, you can call me Ben.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Jason that usually just calls you Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, another Brit in the server. I'm in the southeastern part of the country.
Yeah.
As I like to call it, the beach side.
Nice. Yeah, I guess I'll see you later. Some point.
Yeah, see ya.
It was nice getting to know you more.
Yeah, it was nice getting to know you as well.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya. Alright, well, I'll stop the stream, get some dinner, and I'll set up stuff for we're doing some more Zelda randomizer with Fempest, so yep. I'll be back in like 10 minutes or so. I'm not the one playing, so I'll just be eating during the stream, but yeah. See you guys in a bit. And yeah, more Kingdom Hearts 2 later at some point. I might do... Actually, no, I'm not going to promise anything specific, but Minish Cap might happen in the next few days, and I'll leave it at that for now. So yeah, see ya.